Yo, what's going on, Piston fans? I'm here to talk about the Detroit Pistons. How are we really gonna do this season? I don't get the chance to upload a lot of videos, but I'm gonna give you my personal opinion about the Pistons in general. First of all, let's start with a lot of people ask me to do that because I do watch a lot of Pistons and I'm like really a big fan and enjoying a lot of seasons, whether we perform or we underperform. Still, we're really a Piston fans. I think the biggest problem for us last season is being overall underperforming. We could have done a lot better, and just like Stan Van Gundy said, we could have gone to the playoff just because if we underperformed and ended up basically getting out of the playoff. And I don't really mind this because at this point, because we just ended up with Luke Kennard, who's really good at this point. Anyways, when I go back to the point, that first of all, we're going to talk about the changes we had so far for the Detroit Piston fans. First of all, we're going to a new stadium, a new arena. I hope that they're going to finish up the stadium pretty soon so that we can start getting real tickets that they really promised us, because this is what we need first. Second thing, the signings. I know we got Langston Galloway. Now, the moment we got Langston Galloway, I thought we were going to give up KCP, fortunately. It looks like the direction Stan Van Gundy was heading. I literally thought that it was going to, for us, not getting KCP. And I actually don't really argue against that for a moment. First of all, I'm really disappointed that we're giving up such a great player like KCP. He carried the team. He's the best, literally, defensive player that we have right now, and he is one of the best also attacking force we have. But I didn't like about KCP his inconsistent offensive performance. Sometimes he's a very streaky performance. He does really he's a streaky shooter. He shoots really well in some games, and he disappeared on 2 to 3 games. He does really nothing in terms of he doesn't knock out any free three-pointers very well in other games. So that's what really kind of didn't, the point that is against KCP at this point. He is inconsistency in the three-point shot. Although he's a really very, very good player and he's still a young player, I think he's got an excellent future coming up ahead of him. What I think about Langston Galloway, actually like the guy when he was in New York Knicks. He used to play against us a few times. He was really playing good. I like the guy, but I'm not sure how much exactly how many minutes we are going to give him. And speaking of my experience, he's not that old. He's like 26, 27. And I think that's the perfect age for us. I don't know how he's going to play the shooting guard or a point guard. It looks like he is going to play a point guard. In my opinion, I think he's going to play more like a shooting guard. Because it could look like he played in Sacramento and New York as a shooting guard beside point guard. I kind of have doubts as he's gonna perform as a point guard, because Ish and Reggie are probably gonna take over the shooting guard, the point guard, and he's gonna probably play as a shooting guard or maybe a point guard. How is he gonna perform? I think he's a better shooter than Ish Smith in general, for sure. No question about that. And I think he's also a better shooter definitely than those fresh guys like Hilliard, who we already gave up. He's better definitely than Benajay. He might have been even better than Reggie Bullock. I'm not really sure. I can't say that, but I'm not really sure. But, regardless how his shooting skills are, I think he's going to be definitely some addition, some play games. He's almost like a Boban guy. Some games he's gonna play very well. Some games Stan Van Gundy is not gonna throw him like last season. He threw Boban in some games and he didn't throw him in other games. I think he is gonna be performing just like that. I hope that he gets more minutes than other people think. But I kind of like the guy, and I hope that he's gonna really do a good Pistons for us. What do I think of the next moves? Let's think for a second. I think we definitely gave up KCP. That's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't really blame Stan Van Gundy for giving up KCP, because there are a few things against KCP, like I mentioned, his inconsistency in three-point shots. That's probably the only factor against him. He's really a great defender, and I think there's not going to be any one of the better players around the league like him. I know we're giving up. He's a young age guy, but still, I think we ended up getting Avery Bradley for at least a year. Avery Bradley a lot of people, and I was surprised when I listened to the other people's videos from the Detroit Piston fans. They were talking about Avery Bradley is old, a lot of miles. Come on, man. The guy is, I was really surprised when I looked it up. Just Google Avery Bradley and how old he is. The guy is still 26, for goodness sake. Come on, man. He's still 26. And how old is KCP? KCP is 24. So there's only 2 years ahead of between the two guys. He's going to be 27 in December. He's almost like 2 years older. I think that the difference between KCP and Avery Bradley is only 2 years and few months. KCP is born, I believe, in February. And this guy is born like in December. So it's literally under just about 2 years between the two. So I think Avery Bradley is a really good addition for us. Not to be just because of the fact he's young. I think also because of the fact he is a really good defender. And he can shoot better than KCP for sure. I'm not sure how good he is in terms of the shooting. But I think he's proven more in shooting than KCP. Defending wise, he's still almost as KCP level. My biggest hope is we can able to sign this guy next year, because I have doubts still if we're able to sign him. Regardless, nevertheless, there's a lot of players. If he chooses for us, that's great next year. If he doesn't, we'll see how he reassess by the end of the season. What do I think of the new rookies? The rookie Luke Kennard. I actually didn't really like the. First of all, my impression about the draft pick, I really didn't like, first of all, the idea of Luke Kennard, because I watched some of the few videos. The guy looked like a soft guy. He can shoot few games, and I didn't like him so much first. But then I started looking up his more videos, and the guy can shoot actually. And watching the summer leagues, I'm really very impressed with his performance. I really hope that he is gonna get the decent minutes, unlike Benajay and Hilliard. They got their minute. Hilliard got his minutes already. He's gone for us, but he got decent minutes last season. I hope this guy gets as much as minutes as Hilliard, if not even more, and that will definitely prove his game if he gets that. I think he's a really solid performer for us. I think he's going to be really an excellent shooter. He kind of reminds me like more of a, I don't know. There's something nice about this guy's shooting streak. It reminds me just like of Klay Thompson. I can't just make the comparison between the two, because Thompson obviously is a great player, but this guy has a future ahead of him. He's only like 19 or 20. I'm like really amazed. So he looks like a solid addition, solid pick by us. And I would have loved that we could pick up Malik Monk, but nevertheless, still, I think Luke Kennard is better than Donovan Mitchell, than I was really hoping for. Donovan Mitchell was also good. I think this whole NBA draft picks this season is a lot better than last year. And I think I really liked us to pick up Donovan Mitchell, but still, I think this guy is even good. It's just a question of matter of how he's going to perform in the NBA real games. Let's hope that he's going to get the minutes and he's able to knock down those shots, because he did really good. I liked really Henry Allenson, that really his ability to shoot the ball. He did really good. I'm not sure how he's going to perform, how many minutes he's going to get next season. I hope that he's going to be really like a small forward rather than just a power forward. I think he's going to just perform very good as a small power forward rather than just a power forward. He's definitely going to play as power forward with Stan Van Gundy style, but I think he can also shoot with a small forward position. Besides John Lure and Andre Drummond, and maybe put this guy also in. I mean, if not him and the small forward, I would put Stanley and him and Andre Drummond. The problem is his defense. I don't like his defense, Henry Ellenson, but he can shoot the ball. Let's see how he does. I hope that he's going to get the minutes and he maybe just get a little bit stronger in shape. If he can do that, I think he's going to be a great player for us. All eyes are basically on Stanley Johnson. He needs to pick up his transition this year. I really hope that he is going to. The trade for Avery Bradley ended up with us losing, of course, Marcus Morris. All the respect for this guy. I salute you, Marcus Morris. You're one of the best Pistons players that came in and left the Pistons. I salute you for your performance. I really loved your personality. You're a true heart Piston player. And I really feel bad that you just leaving like this, but wish you all the support, all the best, and for your future and for your family, as well as your brother, man. All the rest of the people, Piston fans, I'm really happy that you guys are making videos. I don't really make a lot of videos, but I really just hope that we are going to. Few things that could potentially happen. I have no idea if we're gonna get it up more trades. Definitely, I would love to see more. I think these changes so far are good. I'm not sure if we're really going to be able to make the playoff this season, but I really hope so. The point is the East is weaker than the West, but I'm not sure how really we are in compared to the other teams around us in the East. I think a few teams could be better than us. I hope that we're going to be able to reach just 7 or 8 at least, if not even higher, but we'll see how it goes. I think there's a potential for more trades, but I don't want us to really do too many trades at this point. If a player I would love to see in the Pistons jersey, I definitely want to see Kemba Walker. I like this guy so much, and if there is a point guard we're going to trade, I would definitely trade Reggie for Kemba for something, with something else. This guy is amazing. And he's an all-star. He's just an old, better caliber than Reggie Jackson. I'm not really sure if it's I don't think it's possible at this point, but still, let's hope that Reggie comes back as the old Reggie. He's one of my favorite players also. Besides KCP, but KCP is leaving, obviously. Let's see how Reggie comes back in the next season. And we'll see from that point. As far as more trades, like Andre for like Boogie Cousin, man, I don't want to trade Andre. I still like Andre is one of the best players we have right now. Our money is on Andre, so we should keep him. If we're gonna trade for something really big, like let's go with something like a Boogie Cousin. Otherwise, I wouldn't trade Andre. That's pretty much about it. I wanted to say hello for everyone. I hope you guys stay in touch and keep the good videos running. Take care.